Happy Wednesday and good morning. I'm meteorologist Mackenzie Lake. Let's go ahead and talk about our Wednesday forecast. So we saw fog clearing out rather rapidly. Mostly sunny skies are expected. A bright and beautiful day outside as you do head out. Temperatures warming into the 80s here in Santa Barbara. Again, these temperatures rising today and tomorrow, but it looks to be beautiful. So take a look at our temperature trend here. So it is going to be warming a little bit quicker today. 81 degrees by about 4 p.m. and I think that's where we're going to be maxing out here in Santa Barbara. But we're also going to be tracking some pretty blustery winds, not only in Gaviota, but throughout the entire central coast here. So let's map things out with future track winds here. So again, we still have north and northwesterly flow, very similar setup and pattern to what we typically see each day to day, but heading into our 3 p.m. time frame, that's when I think those winds will be a little bit on the breezy side, maybe there in Lompoc and Santa Maria as well. But of course, by the 5 p.m. time frame, maybe you're headed out for lunch or maybe you're headed out for dinner, you can see how those temperatures or how those winds are actually strengthening. So we're about 26 miles an hour sustained there in Paso, 20 miles an hour in Shandon, and then you can see here even in Gaviota, that's when those winds are really going to crank up. And then of course when the sun starts to set, I think those winds remain pretty strong there up in Paso, but we're going to be seeing those winds strengthening even here in Santa Barbara. Now models are showing anywhere upwards of 29 miles an hour, 27 miles an hour there in Ojai, so it's going to be a rather blustery night, but I think that'll keep skies nice and clear heading into tomorrow morning as well. Maybe a little bit more marine layer influence into our weekend. So let's take a look at future track jet stream. So when we look at weather here, we typically follow the jet stream, we follow the patterns. Today and tomorrow, not too much of a difference here. We're not expecting to see much of a difference as far as temperatures. It's going to be pretty much copy and paste, and that's because we have east to westerly flow here. This jet stream's not moving too quickly, but heading into our weekend, that's when we're going to be seeing our next weather pattern shift. So we're going to be tracking low pressure that's moving down through the area. We're going to have high pressure that's sitting a little bit further to the west of us, and that's going to mean that temperature-wise, we're going to cool off and then warm right back up into our extended forecast, mainly Saturday, Sunday on the cooler side, warming Monday into Tuesday. But here's a look at our forecast for the day. So south-facing beaches into the 70s and 80s, overnight lows cooling into the 50s. No watches, warnings, or advisories, but keep in mind those winds near the Gaviota coast. Koyama sitting at 95. Still toasty day for those inland areas, but luckily not up to triple-digit temperatures. And then 60s and 70s for the coastal areas in San Luis Obispo County and then even in Ventura County. Very pleasant and mild day on tap for us. So get outside and have a good one.